Yeah, hi there. These comments are for Oguz. This is Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for the 7-step system to pass a TOEFL IBT. So let's take a look at your situation. So first of all, thank you for becoming one of my students, and also thank you for sending some of your information. So you say, I have subscribed to the STELF program. As results are seen below, I focused on the reading and the listening sections. So you got 21 on the reading, 19 on the listening, you got 19 on the speaking, and you have 18 on the writing for a total of 77. So you want to get 10 more points, right? And I think part of your strategy here is to get those points through the speaking and the writing areas. So for whatever reason, your speaking score has remained the same from April 27th to December 1st. Your writing is a little bit lower than it was, so I think we can probably get you going in the right direction in the speaking and the writing areas. Okay, so let's see what you say here. You say, I need a custom-made program. I trust you can help me reach my target. I've been studying your lessons. I'm about to finish the first 200 vocabulary practices. Every day I read different subjects on recommended websites for 1 hour. Perfect. But I need a custom-made interactive program. I am determined to pass with flying colors. Okay, here's what you want to do. This is what I see what you want to do in terms of my online course. So each week you want to get a schedule out and then put on specific days specific things that you want to study. Now, for what I can tell, you want to make the speaking and the writing parts of my course, this needs to be the biggest or the bulkiest part of your study. Right? So let's talk about those two things first. Now, you'll notice as of today, I just completed I have 300 independent speaking practice tests that you can begin completing today. The more you practice, the better you're going to get. Now, you can post those independent speaking practice tests at my Better TOEFL Scores and my 7-step system Voxupop discussion groups. Now, at my Voxupop group, my rule is you can post 1 practice test per day. However, I also recommend that you post additional speaking practice tests at my Better TOEFL Scores talk group so you get more practice. So in part of your goals of my class, I think taking my online course is you want to begin posting as many speaking practice tests as you can on a daily basis, ideally 3 to 5. If you do 3 to 5 between now and 1.5 months from now, that will give you a lot of practice with that area. Now, you also need to work with the pronunciation lessons. If you haven't taken the pre-test, you want to do that immediately, because the pre-test, once you take the pre-test, we will tell you what specific lessons you need to focus on to improve your pronunciation. Now, Oguz, as you know, pronunciation is very, very important for you if you want to increase your reading score. Your speaking score. Okay, hold on. Let me grab a pen for a minute. Okay, so now let's talk about writing. Writing is also an issue for you. Your writing score in December was 18. In April, it was 27th. In April 27th, it was 22 points out of 30. So as part of your training or your practice, you want to begin posting independent and integrated writing practice tests. Now, at my website right now, I have 50. I have 40 independent writing practice tests. I have 10 integrated writing practice tests. So I would recommend I think it would be a good idea for you to complete 3 to 4 independent and integrated writing practice tests each week. That way you can get some scores back from me or from my IBT writing specialist, and we can even give you some recommendations as some lessons that you can focus on to get better. So as part of your practice, I'm recommending 3 to 5 speaking practice tests every day that you begin posting immediately, and then maybe 3 or 4 independent and integrated writing practice tests each week. And as you practice, as you post more of those speaking and writing practice tests, you will get a lot of good practice and you will see a lot of improvement in those areas. So that would be part of your training goals. So first of all, between now and 1.5 months from now, in your calendar, I would put speaking one day, writing the next. So for, let's say, Sunday through Saturday, you'll put speaking, writing, speaking, writing, speaking, writing, and then maybe speaking again. So you want to make sure each day you're doing some practice in the speaking or the writing areas of my course, right? And I have plenty of information, plenty of things to do to keep you busy. There's no shortage of content at my website. So that would be the first thing that you should do. Now, you don't want to neglect your reading and your listening either, and you have made some good steady improvements in those areas. And I would recommend maybe 2 or 3 times a week, in addition to doing the speaking and the writing, you also work on your reading and your listening areas. That would also be good. So you can also do that by going to the reading and the listening sections of my course. Now, I don't think that you can really neglect the vocabulary and the grammar. So if you don't have enough time to learn all the vocabulary words, you should at least start completing the practice test and start going over those practice tests in the vocabulary section. The grammar, you want to spend time in grammar lesson number 7. This is going to be very, very important for you. And just that one lesson has enough information to keep you busy for the next 1.5 months, trust me. Okay, so the main thing is you want to spend more time in the speaking and the writing parts of my course each week, and then maybe 2 to 3 times a week you spend time in the reading and the listening parts of my course. Then maybe another 2 or 3 times a week you can spend time in the vocabulary and the grammar sections. Alright, so I'm not going to write out a specific custom-made training program for you, but that's just giving you some basic ideas on how you can use my course to get better. Now remember, in the listening area, there's about 39 or 40 listening practice tests. You do not need to do all of those in one week. So just periodically take some of those practice tests. Likewise, in the reading area, there's about 70 different speed reading tests. You want to focus on improving your reading speed to about 300 words per minute or more. Once you've achieved that reading speed with 80% comprehension, I think you've gotten where you need to be. Alrighty, anyway, I hope I've given you some more information to get you going in the right directions based on some of your needs. I feel like you're pretty motivated. You have found a great course, I promise you. It is a big course. It's a lot of information, but as you begin going through those lessons in the different parts of my course, you will begin to improve your academic English proficiency. Alright, anyway, have a great day.